Hello, welcome to ECP training. My name is Chris. I'm the Medical Manager of Empowered Living Choices. Congratulations for coming on board with us. We're really excited to get you started with all the training you will need to help care for our participants. ECP stands for Extended Care Professional. It's an online documentation software that we have invested in to make your lives a lot easier to care for our participants. This is an American website, so there are a couple of things that you'll need to be aware of as we go through, but they will make sense over time. Unfortunately, we have asked for some of these things to be tweaked as we are in Australia and they are not able to do it. So we've learned to work around them. So this is the desktop home screen. So if you're working with a laptop or desktop, this is what you'll be able to log into. The house laptops for some of our participants will have all of their laptops will have the ECP login tagged for you. This is because in order to log into ECP, you will need the administration or the company login details. We don't give these details out to our employees. They're only held by management, and that's for confidentiality reasons. We do this so that you don't have access on a home computer, only the work computers. What we do give out individually though is your employee login. This will be given to you when you start work with us. Generally, it will be your first name dot your last name. The password will be generic when you are first given it, and on your first login, you will be asked to reset it to a password that you'll remember. So for today, we are going to use the test user login. And it's already logged into the company for us. Okay, so this is the home screen you'll see when you log in. All of the participants that you care for will show up on this screen here with a face picture. That's what we call this here. It will have their name and it might have some flags about their profile. So we can go through each of these when we go through the participant file to show you what they might mean, but they are there to flag to you important things about their care. So to use ECP, we click on the face picture of the person we are providing cares to. It will bring up this pop-up screen here. So things that you have access to is the participant's face sheet if you are wanting to get a PDF version of particular information. This face sheet is already provided though in their folder at their house, so you shouldn't need to print off another one. Life story is one of the things that we haven't invested in because we have a folder at the houses of everything else you might need to know about them. So there won't be anything filled out in the life story. Then we have the tabs down here. This is what is relevant to your day-to-day practice. The Provide Services tab houses all of the cares or things that you might need to do for your participant across your day-to-day. Each of these will have their own video going through how to use them. We've got daily tasks, which is a regularly scheduled day for your participant. We have single cares, so extra cares they might need throughout the day that are not regularly scheduled. There is a medication pass. We use this system if we help manage and administer medications on behalf of the participant. If the participant manages and takes their own medications and doesn't need any assistance, then medication pass will not be filled out for them. So the tab will still be there, but if you click on it, there will be nothing active or live inside of it. Part of your onboarding with ELC, Empowered Living Choices, is how to take vital signs for your participant. The medical manager, myself, is a registered nurse and goes around to the participants every week and does a health assessment, including a set of vital signs. So it would be a rare occasion that you do need to take vital signs and enter them into here, but it may happen from time to time. So that has a separate video as well. This tab here, Add Observation, is where you put your progress notes. So for participants that have a laptop at the house, this is a two-step process. Again, it will have its own video, but you will be made aware that the participant also has a tab to OneNote. So you can fill out notes on there and copy them across into observation. If you need to file an incident report for any reason, this is where you can do it. There is also paper incident reports at the houses in the client folders if you prefer to fill one out that way, or you don't have access to ECP for any reason. We do prefer you to fill out the digital incident reports because they are easier to read through and follow up on. Please note as well, if there has been an incident, you must contact management to inform them. So if it was a medical incident, you have to call the registered nurse, medical manager, me. If it was any other type of incident, you have to call Courtney, the CEO, and inform us what's been going on. We can then help you fill out the incident report appropriately. In the participant tab, we can go into the participant's file and get bits of relevant information out of there. Again, all of this information will be outlined in their folder at the houses in hard copy. But if you're needing it for any reason, here it is. So you've got general information, name, dates of birth, address, etc. If there's any advanced health directives like a do not resuscitate, and that's what this red line is, red box, sorry, around the face picture. It says that test resident has a do not resuscitate order in place. This is also where we can enter, you can see their allergies, if there's any medical preferences, vaccinations, Medicare numbers, etc. Now, as for all of these little boxes on the face picture, as I said before, they are to flag important things about their health. And this is where they come from, the key indicators. So if they're on anticoagulant therapy, if they're a diabetic type 1 or 2, dietary restrictions, falls risk, hospice, if they're on oxygen, a smoker, or if they're a wander risk. So each one of those will come up with a different type of flag there. Life story, as I said before, we haven't filled out because we have a folder at the houses with all of their other relevant information. You won't need the status log, but it's just telling you when they came into our care. Any additional info, if there are any. Notifications, if anything has been set by myself or other people of management. So these might pop up from time to time if there's an important appointment to remember or a one-off medication to administer, for example. Providers are going to be all of the allied health doctors and specialists that help look after the participant. Please note that it is ELC policy that our care staff do not engage in the conversation back and forth with allied health without letting management know. So please don't ring allied health, send them emails, or engage in any conversation that has not gone through management first. This is to help streamline communication between everyone properly. Contacts would be friends and family within the community. Suppliers, we haven't filled out because we don't use the system to do any ordering, so you won't find anything in there. Management does all of that for you. Same with the products, and there won't be any files in there either. Okay, if you want to know anything about the participant diagnosis, that's in this tab here. Again, that is written on the paper copy that is in their folder. Care plan. I fill out the care plans and you won't be able to edit them. But if you do want to read through them at any time, you can click on the care plan here and go through each of the points. Again, we do provide a printed paper copy of their care plan in a much easier to read format in the participant file. We do require you to read that copy and sign the log at the end saying you've read their care plan and you understand what you need to do for that person. You won't need to be using the care plan reports or the level of care either. History, this will have its own video as well for each of the particular parts here, but this is where you can look back on what's happened with your participant at any particular point in time. We can look at incidences, cares, what their notes were, vital signs, all of that can be found in your history tab. And we don't use the add reports tab.